You've been told your whole life that hard work guarantees success, but what if that's only half the truth? What if the reason you feel stuck isn't because you're not working hard enough, but because no one ever told you how hard work actually works? The reality is, effort alone isn't enough. Without direction, patience, and the right mindset, hard work can leave you exhausted instead of successful. Today, we will talk about the truth about hard work nobody tells you. 1, you think hard work always leads to success. One of the biggest reasons you feel stuck despite working hard is that you believe effort alone guarantees results. You tell yourself that if you just keep grinding, everything will eventually work out, but your results often say otherwise. You put in long hours, stay busy throughout the day, and still feel like you are not moving forward. The truth is that hard work without direction leads to frustration, not success. It requires clarity, focus, and the ability to work on the right things, not just doing more work. The more you rely only on effort, the more you risk wasting your time on actions that do not bring real progress. The shift begins when you start focusing on effectiveness instead of just effort. True success comes when hard work is paired with smart planning and strategic action. Remember, effort multiplied by the right strategy produces results far greater than effort alone. 2, most of your effort feels invisible. For a long time, you are not used to the idea that hard work often does not show immediate results. You expect your effort to pay off quickly, but in reality, as progress is slow and sometimes completely invisible in the beginning, days, weeks, or even months can pass without noticeable improvement, which makes you feel like nothing is working. This phase is where most people lose motivation and give up. What you do not realize is that during this time, you are building skills, gaining experience, and strengthening your foundation. The results are forming beneath the surface, even if you cannot see them yet. Success requires patience during this invisible phase, and those who continue despite not seeing results are the ones who eventually break through. 3, hard work drains you, mentally, not just physically. You often expect hard work to be physically tiring, but you underestimate how mentally exhausting it can be. Staying focused for long periods, solving problems, dealing with uncertainty, and pushing through challenges puts pressure on your mind. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed, frustrated, and mentally drained, even if you have not done much physical work. This mental fatigue can make you question your progress and your ability to continue. The truth is that managing your mental energy is just as important as putting in effort. If you ignore this, burnout becomes inevitable. Learning how to recover, reset, and maintain your focus is a crucial part of working hard effectively. 4, motivation fades faster than you expect. You rely on motivation to keep you going, but motivation is temporary and unpredictable. At the beginning, you feel excited, driven, and ready to take on challenges, but that feeling does not last. As soon as things become repetitive or difficult, your motivation starts to fade. Now, if your work depends on how you feel, your progress will always be inconsistent. Some days you will push forward and other days you will do nothing at all. This inconsistency is what keeps you from achieving results. Discipline is what replaces motivation. It allows you to keep working even when you do not feel like it. The more you depend on discipline instead of motivation, the more stable your progress becomes. 5, you have to sacrifice more than you realize. Hard work demands sacrifices, and this is something many people are not prepared for. You cannot expect to achieve big goals while holding on to every comfort and convenience. You will have to give up time, reduce distractions, and sometimes miss out on things others enjoy. While people around you relax, you may need to stay focused on your work. These sacrifices can feel difficult, especially when the results are not immediate. It can feel like you are giving up too much without getting anything in return. But this is part of the process. Success requires trade-offs, and understanding this helps you stay committed even when it feels unfair. 6, not every hard effort pays off immediately. You may believe that every time you work hard, you should see results, but that is not always how it works. Sometimes, despite your best effort, things do not go as planned. You may fail, face setbacks, or experience delays that are out of your control. This can be discouraging and make you question whether your effort is worth it. The truth is that not all hard work leads to immediate success, but it always leads to growth. Each effort builds experience, teaches lessons, and prepares you for future opportunities. The key is to stay adaptable and learn from what does not work instead of giving up completely. 7, Rest is not a waste of time. You might think that working nonstop is the only way to succeed, but this mindset leads to burnout and reduced performance. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessary part of progress. Without proper rest, your focus declines, your energy drops, and your ability to perform decreases. Overworking yourself can actually slow you down instead of helping you move faster. Taking breaks allows your mind and body to recover, which improves your overall productivity. Hard work is not about constant exhaustion. It is about maintaining a balance that allows you to sustain your effort over time. 8. Comparing yourself will slow you down. You often compare your progress to others, especially those who seem to be achieving success faster than you. This comparison creates frustration and self-doubt. You begin to feel like your hard work is not enough, even when you're making progress. What you fail to consider is that everyone has a different journey, different starting points, and different circumstances. Comparing your path to someone else's only distracts you from your own growth. The truth is that progress is personal. The moment you stop comparing and focus only on improving yourself, your mindset becomes stronger and more productive. 9. Consistency matters more than intensity. You may push yourself to work extremely hard for short periods, but then lose momentum and stop completely. And this cycle of intense effort followed by inactivity prevents real progress. Hard work is not about how much you can do in one day. It is about how consistently you can show up over time. Small, repeated actions create long-term results. Consistency builds habits, and habits create success. Even when your effort feels small, if you stay consistent, it adds up. The people who succeed are not always the ones who work the hardest in a single moment, but the ones who keep going without stopping. 10. You must learn to adjust your approach. Hard work without adjustment can keep you stuck in the same place. If something is not working, continuing the same approach will not magically change the outcome. You need to reflect on your actions, identify what is not effective, and make changes. This ability to adapt is what turns effort into results. Many people fail because they keep repeating the same actions without improvement. The truth is that hard work becomes powerful only when it is combined with learning and flexibility. When you are willing to adjust, you turn every effort into an opportunity for growth. Hard work is powerful, but only when it's combined with clarity, consistency, and the ability to adapt. Stop chasing effort for the sake of effort and start focusing on what truly moves you forward. Stay patient when results are invisible. Stay disciplined when motivation fades, and stay consistent when progress feels slow. That's how real success is built. If this opened your perspective, hit like, subscribe for more real truths about success, and start working smarter, not just harder, starting today.